Hi guys, this is Fizzle 15 welcoming you to Let's Discuss The Walking Dead. This is for Season 5, Episode 1, the season premiere. Got to say that this season started off pretty well. Last couple of years, kind of started off really slow, I think. This year, started off with a bang, like right out of the gate. I have no idea what they're going to be doing for Episode 2. I kind of hope that, they didn't get basically everything done here the season premiere and kind of lag behind for the next like 6 episodes or whatever it's going to be until the mid-season finale. I was kind of surprised that a lot of the people in the audience for the Talking Dead after show didn't really know that that one guy at the end of the trough at the beginning of the episode was that one guy that Rick and Carol found when they were out in that little town. Uh, his kind of a girlfriend with a messed up leg or whatever. I really like the fact that they killed him like in a really gruesome manner. Kudos especially to the visual effects guys. Um, but it did make me wonder a little bit. Maybe the reason that that kind of I don't know, you could say leaned up girlfriend or whatever. I kind of think that she might not have been killed by the walkers. Um, because if you remember from last season, the walkers were munching on her body. It was basically a half a block away from where they found that severed leg. And I'm wondering if the cannibals went up and tried to get her and saw that she had a messed up leg and was thinking that it might have been infected or whatever, so they tried to cut it off. And even when they did, she was still able to kind of get away, and that's when one of the walkers started to munch on her, and then they decided, well, we can't eat that meat anymore. It's infected. Um, so I kind of think that maybe it was them, and that just tried to separate off that part of the leg, let her bleed out, and then just take the body back and hack it up right away and eat it right away. Really doesn't look like they have access to a freezer truck or anything. And if they have like a freezer car for a train or whatever, town look like it might be a little too far from the railroad tracks to actually have that as any effect. So, um, who knows? Maybe that guy just wasn't able to get back and find Rick's group, and later on was abducted from the people from Terminus because if he had been abducted right away, why wasn't he killed there sooner? But well, of course, for the show they would have to do it for dramatic effect. But I also really like the fact that she blew up that big propane tank. And I liked it for two reasons. One, you gotta admit, if you were a walker, I know you really couldn't register it in your brain or anything, but that would be really fun to get blown up by that thing because you go like 100 feet up in the air and you would land down on the ground on fire. That would just be freaking awesome, I think. Um, and the other thing that I like is that that there had to be a separate ignition source, which is the reason that I think it was like a cattle prod or whatever that she had on the fence. to make it electrified because if you just shoot a propane tank or a gasoline tank from a car, I've seen this on MythBusters here in the States, where they said that you can't do it just with a regular bullet. You can't even ignite it with a tracer bullet or anything. So you have to have a separate ignition source. So I'm really glad that they decided to put that thing in there too. So because it's like maybe like $10 prop, and it only took like I don't know like 3 seconds to show it off and show. I'm glad they added that little detail. Okay. As for the people that were still stuck in the train car, yeah, it was really easy. I thought for them to kind of get weapons in there. You would think that the people that would be in Terminus would maybe not experience the same thing with other people, but they would have known to do like a little thorough searching on these guys. Take away anything that could possibly be a weapon, but who knows? So, um, because I think it was really easy for them to make like actual weapons or and to actually use stuff on hand. Just I don't know, just using that pocket watch to kind of make a shiv for Michonne, using a braided belt to make a I guess you could say almost like brass knuckles for one of the characters. Anyways, I just thought that they should have done a little more thorough searching and you know since they really don't care about these people or anything, since they're basically just going to be meat to them, um, I don't get why they didn't just take off everybody's clothes and maybe did a little bit of body cavity searching and stuff and just throw them in there because you know basically they're going to be dead right away anyway. So um, and the other thing that I was thinking about, uh, I really can't remember the name of that guy. I wish I could, but I just call him Doctor Mullet. Um, I know in the episode he was kind of making out that he had an actual plan as to how to get rid of these things. And I kind of think that maybe the show is putting him in just for a little bit. I don't know if they're gonna get rid of him eventually here in the season or not. But I think they put him in just in case something was to happen to one of the actors where they couldn't really do it anymore. Like, say, Andrew Lincoln had a major accident or whatever, and really couldn't act on the show anymore. Um, you know, then what would you do without your lead character? That kind of thing. Um, but overall, I think what he was saying is just absolute BS. Um, I think it's kind of looked at like okay, this is supposed to be true and stuff, but I think he's just telling them basically what they want to hear so that he'll be able to stay with the group and they'll be able to keep him alive. Um, that he will kind of be the priority for them for a while. So, because I have known a lot of BS artists in my time, and this guy basically takes the cake. I think so. Um, plus, if you remember back to season 1 at the very end, when they were at the CDC, and they were talking to that one guy, uh, again, I forget that doctor's name. I should know it, but I forget it right now. Anyways, he was explaining that he thought it was like a bacterial infection, like meningitis. He thought it was a viral infection, but neither of them two were really true. So they had no idea exactly how to fight him or whatever. So um, I kind of think that as I said, absolute BS about you know, creating microbes to fight microbes, that kind of thing. So, and anyways, even if they did it that way, who's to say the microbes that would fight the other microbes wouldn't become an even worse threat, that kind of thing. So, I mean, who knows? Maybe after the um zombie angle has been played out on the show, I don't know. Maybe some of the walkers or whatever will turn into mutants or whatever, and it'll kind of be like Left 4 Dead, I think, where some of the zombies become like even more powerful zombies than before. Who knows? Okay, with the Tyrese thing, I really don't understand why he was having such a problem with it. I know basically, for his timeline, he'd only learned about it a couple of days ago, but the whole thing with them having to kill the two little girls, Carol killing, sorry, Carol killing Karen, almost got those mixed up. That I can kind of understand, a little mental block, but not as much as he had, because he already went through this. I think when he was out on the run with Daryl, Michonne, and Bob. So um, I kind of think that they kind of started to overplay that a little bit. However, I really did like the fact that when he came into the door to get that one guy that was basically choking Judith, he exploded through the door. I thought that was the highlight of the episode, at least in my opinion. Good job for leaving one of the walkers kind of around for a little bit, just to make that little hissing noise or whatever, just to distract the guy inside the place for like just a couple of seconds until I was able to bust through the door. So that was really smart. And I like the fact that they didn't show what he did to the walkers outside, because he dispatched like 3 or 4 walkers, like I don't know, like in 2 seconds or whatever. So um and and basically he did it all at the same time. So it was almost like he was able to find a sword or whatever and cut through their heads to kill them all at once, that kind of thing. So, but you know, yeah, I really like the fact that he was able to go in and do it so quickly, and be able to go in and save Judith. So, okay, 3 of the deaths or supposed deaths in Terminus kind of make me wonder a little bit. That one tattooed guy that they found in that shipping container that was locked up. One where Glenn said, you know, hey, this isn't us, when they were thinking about just leaving them, that kind of thing. So, um, but they did find a tattooed guy in there. And on the Talking Dead, they kind of made it out. I can't remember the exact words that they said, but supposedly this was one of the guys from Terminus originally that was in there. So, um, and I'm kind of wondering, when the original inhabitants of Terminus took it back from that one group that they said came in and took it over, that kind of thing. Did all of the original members of the group did they get let out initially, or was it kind of a pick and choose thing? Like, did it start off with everybody from Terminus that came out had to become cannibals, or is it like almost like a vegetarian thing with some of them where you know they came out and the original ones that would not become cannibals, they were still allowed just to eat like regular vegetables and stuff like that, or were they basically kept in there because they said people are becoming cattle, that kind of thing. So I don't know. So I guess it really doesn't matter too much because um, he is Zombie Chow right now. So um, well, at least his character is. So and also, I'm not exactly sure what they're going to be doing with Garrett, um, because it did sort of look like Rick was able to shoot him with the machine gun. However, when he fell down, he could have just fallen down or whatever. I don't know, maybe got nicked by a bullet or whatever, and maybe just did not die, that kind of thing. So I'm kind of thinking that you know he might show up again like later on, kind of like in a way, kind of like the governor did. Not exactly, of course, but I guess kind of similar. So um, the other thing that I was thinking was with Terminus Mary. I know on the Talking Dead, she was listed as one of the people who had died, but I am not totally convinced. Because we did not see her like get ripped apart by walkers, or even hear her scream as Carol was leaving the place, that kind of thing. So, um, what I almost kind of wonder is because she was just shot in the leg, if maybe when Carol actually decided to leave that place, like actually leave the room, um, who knows, like maybe two of the other people from Terminus came in and were able to dispatch the walkers before they were actually able to come up and eat her. So, um, and then she'd be alive for later on. So, um, who knows? It, it of course would be the first time for that character. So, well, I should say that actress. Got to remember she was on Star Trek: The Next Generation, and after her character had died off, eventually she was able to come back as I think her name was Admiral Sela from the Romulan Empire. So, and thankfully, it looks like Morgan is going to be coming back. I don't know exactly if he's going to show up in this season or if they're keeping him around for next season, or who knows. Maybe they just shut him off. Just to kind of whet people's appetites. He's gonna get killed off by walkers on his way over there to where they're gonna be at, that kind of thing. So, um, one of the things that I was kind of thinking about with him is that I know that they were saying on the Talking Dead last night that it looks like he's actually a lot bitter and stuff, but in a way, I almost think that he could be mentally worse off than he was when we last saw him, which would be a surprise, I know. But um, Because what I'm kind of wondering is maybe the town that he was at, Rick's old town, I think is why am I thinking of King's Landing? But anyways, when he was at that town, Rick took most of the guns and stuff. I think eventually what started to happen with him is he basically started to run out of supplies and ammunition and stuff like that. Plus, I kind of wonder if maybe he was getting a little bored because maybe like the walkers that were coming by his place were like really far in between them, that kind of thing. So um maybe he would have to like I don't know, dispatch like maybe a walker a week, that kind of thing. Instead of like 10 walkers at one time, that kind of thing. So maybe he just got bored and he was originally gonna go and try and um, get together with some of the people from the prison, but when he went by the prison, he saw that the walls were down and there was nobody there. So maybe he thought that everybody there had just died, that kind of thing. So he decided to go to Terminus because nobody would know who he was. Nobody would know his backstory, that kind of thing. And the thing that I'm thinking is that maybe he has thought of himself as like a divine messenger. Like it is not only his duty to actually kill off all the walkers that he could find, but it's now like his religious duty to do this. Like he is some sort of a prophet that will lead people out of this big thing or whatever. Or maybe he's just laying it down like he's been sent there like it's final judgment, that kind of thing. Um, so what I think he was going to do is go over to Terminus, maybe kill off the people like one by one, or maybe in one large group. Um, then use that as his base of operations. Go out and kill these things. Um, then when they ran out of supplies and well nearby zombies to kill, he would just move on to somewhere else, that kind of thing. So, but yeah, I'm going to sign off for now. This is episode 15. You've been watching Let's Discuss The Walking Dead. This has been for season 5, episode 1, and I will see you next week for episode 2. So, take care.